What is up, everyone? Happy 4th of July and happy Saturday. I was debating if I was going to do this episode, but it's like, hey, why not? My name is Larry, and this is Let's Open Some Toys, episode 55. Hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend so far. Hope you're all enjoying it and being safe and getting full on, lots of 4th of July cookouts and whatnot. So I don't expect a lot of people to watch today because of it being a holiday and all that. But anyway, let's say hello to the chat. First of the chat for the first time, Tango Toys 16. Hey, what's up, man? Hello, I just wanted to beat Cliff. happy 4th to you, my friend. And Leia, how's it going? Unfortunately, you're not first, you're second technically. But it's great to see you here tonight. And Johnny, what's going on, Johnny? And Chaos is watching the chat, my lovely girlfriend. And I'm doing okay, Leia. How about you? Hopefully you and everyone else are having a great day. It was actually really pretty out today. It was still hot, but it wasn't as hot as it has been this whole past week. And we were supposed to get some rain. But luckily that had not hit yet. So yay. It looked pretty clear today. But I'm expecting tomorrow to be bad. And now I got the burps because full of watermelon, hot dogs, and cheese filled Mets and cheeseburgers and all kinds of food. But yes, in the description though, we will be opening the rest of the Cosmic Legions Ox Crew 2 wave and talking some other nerdy stuff that's been going on. And I don't have anything up ready because I have been sluggish after I ate all that food. Well, that's good to see. That's good to hear. You had a good day. I'm glad to hear that. Johnny's painting my HG tick back. Oh man, I am terrible today. Oh, that's awesome, man. Can't wait to check those out when you get that done. All right, so I'm trying to get some stuff set up, but a couple things I want to talk about on this 4th of July. Of course, if you're in the States, it is 4th of July, which is America's birthday. It is the 250th birthday of this country that I have been born into, even though the past several years probably hasn't been great for our country. Just in terms of what's going on. Don't get me wrong, other countries have it worse. Other countries probably have it better. So, it's all on a matter of opinion. And some people think everything's going great. Depends on who you are. Other people, it is not. But I'm trying not to knock things over. I got all kinds of stuff all over the place. Trish's necklace. But anyway, I hope no one's going to light their fingers off with, firecrackers and whatnot. Hey, Ronnie, what's going on? Hunk burning love. How you doing, my friend? Hopefully everything's going well down under. Oh, man, I am so full. I ate way too much. Cooked a bunch of burgers and stuff. Oh, I should have paced myself more. And I had a big bowl of watermelon for dessert. But now I feel like a fat kid. Anyway, a couple things for the Four Horsemen fans or Cosmic Legions fans out there. They did do an in-stock sale of the Ox Crew 1, plus the current release figure of Dormo Vise, or Viz or Vi. I don't know. I have to bring it up so I can actually see it. If I can actually get to the page for it. Let's see. There we go. Click. That's what I want. So we will go and share screen. Because that went up for sale yesterday. Here we go. So yeah. So they did a in-stock sale for the first wave of Ox Crew finally on their site. And this is the newest character, Domo Vs, that they showed at Monster Palooza, which is just an awesome kind of like teal and purple. And he just looks amazing. I'm surprised he's actually still in stock because he has been on the con circuit. So anytime they've been at a convention, they've been selling him since Monster Palooza. But I did go ahead and order him because I don't want to have to wait to hopefully get him at either Motu Fest or Legion's Con. But this guy looks pretty badass, to say the least. At least in my opinion. And he's got some different kind of articulation. They actually are using the skateback's legs here to give him that extra bit of articulation around the ankles, which is pretty interesting. Very alien, very clever, in my opinion. Plus, a whole bunch of other ones. Now, out of this wave, only thing I have is Veloc Spear, and I have the Campsite Communications and Cargo Collection. Trish has, or Chaos has, the Lowland Skateback and Ukha. But I don't have anyone else on this. And this one's a very popular figure. Kern Ray has sold out very quickly with a soft goods coat, kind of a Imperial probe droid kind of helmet. But it's a female Cosmics. If I can actually get it to click, there you go. Very cool head sculpt on that. But definitely was thinking about getting that one, but of course it was already sold out by the time I logged on yesterday to order Domo Vis or Viz or however. Very popular figure. I think Toy Department may still have this one in stock, so I might try and pick one up later at some other point if I'm lucky. But of course, they also have a whole bunch of things still up for sale and they're in stock. Koi, if you haven't gotten Koi, this is the one I picked up. It was a debut figure it was a table drop at Legion's Con this past year, and he is just awesome. The pearlescent white on him and the orange, he's just an amazing figure. I love this guy. Definitely one of my favorite figures from last year. And so many more other cool things. Some Legacies of Mythos. They still have Nymph Terrell, which was the this is not the con exclusive version, so this has like a couple less head sculpts, unlike the con version from Legion's Con. Got Toth and a whole bunch of other cool stuff, Necronomas, and so on and so forth. So if you are interested in Cosmic Legions, especially the Ox Crew Wave 1, you can get most of them still on Four Horsemen's website at Store Horseman. And if you're curious how to find the website, just look up Four Horsemen on Instagram and you can find a link through there. Every time I try to type it, there's always something wrong. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just go through the links to their actual official Instagram to find it. But yeah, so there's that. That is not what I wanted. There we go. Let's see. Australia is the greatest country in the world. Free healthcare, free university education, cheap medicines, minimum wage, and no tipping, no guns, and beaches for days. Sir, I, I've never been to Australia. I've never been out of the States. I want to. I want to visit Australia at some point. I would love to visit Japan though too, because since the age of like I want to say 9, I've had a fascination with Japan, so I would love to visit Japan one day. Australia, that would be fun too. Sorry I'm late. Got caught up working on a photo. Hey man, I'm sure it's gonna be, I'm sure it's gonna be an awesome photo. I saw your and shared your Mephisto one that you posted earlier in the. Actually, I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, yesterday. America, fuck yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, Ronnie Ryan. That's right. Anyway, I don't have a lot much else to talk about. Like, in Ryan just popped in after I just got done talking about the in stock sale for Cosmic because he reminded me yesterday. Uh, asked me if I was if I was picking him up because yesterday we went and because being because 4th of July is on a Saturday. I was actually off of work yesterday for 4th of July. So we went and go and saw Supergirl. So I do want to talk about this a little bit, the new Supergirl movie. And I've never read Woman of Tomorrow. Full disclosure, never read it. Even though it's been very heavily pushed that this is an adaptation of it. Every clip I've seen, I've seen panels that match it. So it's apparently it's been just at least promoted that it's very of an adaptation of that story. I don't know how true that is. My brother actually saw it before I did, and he said this: watch the movie first, and then if you have, because you haven't read Woman Tomorrow, watch the movie first, and then read the actual book, and you would feel like the book was an extended cut of the film. At least that's how he explained it. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I still should probably read that story. Um, but I thought it was a fine movie. It's not the greatest movie. I mean, if you were looking for Supergirl to be the savior of a galaxy type of thing, this is not what that story was. Other than that, I mean, I thought it was fine. I would see it again. I think Millie Alcott makes a very good Supergirl. There are some changes to the kind of backstory that I remember Supergirl or origin of Supergirl, which I'm fine with. I mean, if for one, this ain't like a spoiler for the actual like overarching story, but like I don't know if it's a change that was in the book or not. But because how like in normal continuity, she's younger. I mean, she's technically older than Superman because she's the older cousin, but by the time she makes it to Earth, because she went through some wormhole and arrived way later, or like in Smallville, she was just trapped in stasis, like under a dam, I think. But they do actually just canonically make her she wasn't even born before the destruction of Krypton in this universe. But how Krypton's destroyed? How you'll see. There are some kind of similarities of kind of some not really story beats, but kind of things like from the original Helen Slater movie. Like, where was Helen Slater Supergirl like from before she made it to Earth? Type of deal. I did find it interesting that the spacecraft was a big ball, kind of like in the original when she got shot off to art from Argo City, and then lands in Earth, on Earth somehow. Um, but it's fine. We got the second bucket, so we got both the yellow and the black, normal tin popcorn tins. I'm not paying what they want for Lobo for that Lobo one. I don't care if it lights up. The Lobo one, it's cool, but if I want Lobo on the Space Hog, I'll just get the McFarlane, bike and figure. If I want it that bad, that character was really good. Uh, I do agree with some comments that he didn't have to be in the movie. And am I happy he's in the movie? Yes, I'm happy Jason Momoa is Lobo in this movie. Did he have to be in it? No, but I think it does help kind of flesh out the world a little bit more since he's not really interacting with a lot of other characters like Superman did in last year's Superman movie. Or 2020, yeah, last year. Yeah, so, you know, is it I don't know. I don't think it deserved to flop, but I think it had an uphill battle to begin with. Unfortunately, um, a lot of female-led superhero movies don't typically do well, even if they are good. I mean, Wonder Woman 1984 has a lot of problems, but it also didn't come out at a time when we could actually go to the theater. It came out when we were all in lockdown. So, um, there are parts of Wonder Woman 84 I really enjoyed. I had no problem. This is my opinion. I had no problem with the Maxwell Lord's character arc. He was probably one of the most sympathetic people that's in any superhero movie that's supposed to be the antagonist, but he wasn't. Right? He kind of wasn't really. He wasn't bad. He just wanted to succeed for his son, and you felt heartbroken for the boy. I cried. No shade, no cap. I cried watching Wonder Woman 84 when Maxwell Lord's son is looking for him, and that whole scene and stuff. And I know people make fun of like Gal Gadot is not the best actress ever. She will not. And Wonder Woman was her breakout. You go, yeah, she was in the Fast and Furious movies, but they killed her off pretty quickly. I'll just say on that. But then again, they can bring her back. They brought back Han. They can do that too. But I don't know if it's just because I don't know her accent or something. It doesn't come across all that well, or at least it didn't in that movie. First Wonder Woman movie was fantastic. Um, and you can say all the problematic things you want about the whole situation with Chris Pine's character, how he returns in Wonder Woman 84. But do I want to say, if I was going to compare Supergirl to that, I think Supergirl is only slightly better. Only because I think there's some, I think there are a little bit of pacing issues. Just a little. Like I said, I've never read the book. I'm sure the book has a lot more stuff going on in it. Most movie adaptations off of comics, typically, they pick and choose the things that they feel are going to be the most relevant for a 2.5 hour film. This one, I think, only was pretty much 2 hours. But I thought it was fine. I thought it was perfectly fine. But, I'll see it again. And maybe I'll like it more the second time. I was fine with. There were some points I was starting to get kind of, I get emotional when I watch these movies. I think they kind of hit me on those points in a lot of these movies when we're trying to get those, those emotional resonant areas. I really felt bad for when the whole revenge story with Krem, with the girl whose name I can't remember because I never read the book and I'm just bad with names. The girl who's hiring to go after Krem, and it was
Ruthie.
Ruthie. Thank you, dear. Um, where's the chaos counter? Where's the chaos counter? I don't remember where it's at. Is it in the widgets? No, I think we took it off. We hadn't added a new chaos counter. Anyway, yeah. Let's see. Here's with the chat. Really, Chaos says she really enjoyed it and wants to buy it on Blu-ray. We will. It's already up on Amazon for pre-order. I mean, out of the movies we've seen so far this year, Masters of the Universe was a lot of fun. I don't think it deserves a flop. Do I think Supergirl deserves a flop? No, but with everything else going on around the world right now, fuel prices are just now starting to go down, and everything else is going up. I don't think a lot of people are prioritizing the movies, even though it's the summertime. Usually, when people have free time, I actually have less free time because overtime is usually this is our busy season where I'm at. So yeah, it's but it was fine. I enjoyed it though. I definitely want to get it. And Leia says she likes Supergirl. Chaos. Lobo needs his own movie, and he might get one. Who knows? You know what? And you're right. Thunderbolts does count, even though it's more of an ensemble movie. But I think that was more of a Yelena story, and I think that one. I think, and here's the thing. A comparison. I don't think a lot of people have done yet. I haven't been looking for these comparisons. I don't think a lot of people are comparing the fact, because that one's like Thunderbolts is a more Yelena kind of led film, and it was dealing a lot with her trauma. I think Thunderbolts did better with that than Supergirl did. But I don't know if it's also because we understand a bit more of her trauma and what she went through, losing her sister, who we've gotten to know in several movies for the past whatever amount of years the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been up since she was first debuted in Iron Man 2, with Black Widow. So, and again, then that brings me back to the female-led movies, even Black Widow, because that and Wonder Woman 84 both came out around when COVID got us in lockdown. So, and I dare to say, yeah, Black Widow, even though with its, issues, which they sort of rectified in Thunderbolt. I'm going to say this out right now. I didn't mind that they made Taskmaster a woman. I just wish they wouldn't have made her brain dead practically through most of the movie. You didn't hear her, you didn't even know it was a woman until near the end. Spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen Black Widow, but if you didn't see Black Widow and you saw Thunderbolts, you already know. And you haven't seen either. Sorry. Don't know what to tell you. So yeah, but like Supergirl as well. Yeah, the pacing. I think it could have. To be honest, I think it could have stretched out a little bit longer. I don't mind a 2.5 hour movie. I do mind a 3 hour movie, and sometimes, depending on the story, I definitely don't want to watch. Don't get me wrong, I love Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League. I don't really want to have to sit down and watch a 4 hour movie. To be honest, Chaos Thunderbolts was a good movie. People don't want superhero movies that hit in the feels about personal growth. They want a mirror being held up to their face. I don't know if that's what they really want. They want an escape movie. They want something to take them out of reality. They don't want to have to face their own trauma. And something like a movie like Supergirl, even though I think Thunderbolts should have done way better. I think it did way better than Supergirl in the initial week or so. But yes, Chaos.
That was a typo.
It was?
To say, don't.
Oh, okay.
Love you.
I love you too. Anyway. Yeah, so, but yeah, I think people just want a superhero movie where they're going to fight a big bad, they're going to save the world, smile at the camera, and be done with it. To note, we've been so used to superhero movies having like a mid-credit scene, end-credit scene, like Masters of the Universe had, at the normal end of the movie, right before the credits rolled, you had a mid-credit scene, and then you had an end-credit scene. Supergirl, you don't get any of that. So once the movie is over and the credits start to go, you don't have to stay. We did, because I didn't know. I didn't see anything about it not having any, because you never know. But if you don't have to, there's nothing to look for. There's no mid-credit scene, no end-credit scene, or anything. But definitely a good movie. But it's not the best movie. Like I'll say, and then again, neither was Masters of the Universe. But Masters of the Universe was fun. Masters of the Universe was a lot of fun. Chaos still wants to see the new Minions movie. I was really looking forward to seeing more of Taskmaster and Thunderbolts. That didn't work out. Nope. They could have redeemed the character. They could have made her even more of a compelling character. And they didn't. And they pretty much just ended that, unfortunately. What is up, Ellen? How are you doing tonight? I'm guessing Jersey Shore Juggernaut's busy. I haven't seen him hop in the chat at all. So he must be busy, which is fine. It's 4th of July. Maybe he's at the Jersey Shore. Sure. Who knows? Maybe he's having fun. But if you do watch this on the replay, Jersey, we're thinking about you, man. We're thinking about you. Yeah. So before I start opening up the 3 cosmics, I do want to show some pickups, because after we got out of the movie yesterday, we went to my local Five Below. And my good friend Ryan Clark has been having me on the lookout for a couple things for him. And I do want to kind of show him, because I did finally find these for him. I'll be shipping these out to him later on. And that these Funko Minis, Pebbles and Bam Bam, to go with his Jada Toys, Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, and Cocoa Pebbles figures, Fred and Barney figures, because he saw Robo do a review on those figures, and he had these, and they fit really well. They scale really well with those. So I was able to pick these up for Ryan, and I'll be shipping those out for him, because he does not have a Five Below in Canada, and I'm always happy to help out a buddy of mine whenever I can. Plus, I kind of picked up some more teeny tinies, which I don't have near me right now, but I did find. Oh man, you're welcome, man. Let's see what. Hey, John, what's up? Taskmaster could have faked her death. Maybe she figured it out and faked the headshot on account of her reflexes. You know what? I didn't think about that. Maybe. Yeah, close the first die. Actually, I'm not. But yeah. But okay, but back to the Five Below haul. I picked up some more tiny tinies, but I also picked up a few world's smallest little figures, and that is the Masters of the Universe action micro figures. We got the whole set here. We got Tila, we got Battle Cat, we have Skeletor, and of course, He-Man. I've been always kind of curious about getting these. Now I have an idea what to use these for. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting with my toys playing with toys. So, so if I can find some more different types, maybe some different figure lines, I'm sure they have the license it somewhere for the rest of those. But yeah, definitely have ideas for that. I know Ryan and other people could find stuff like that too. We're still talking. Taskmaster still got burnt alive. Yeah. Unless somehow she escaped before that thing went out. Let's see. We got. They're so cool. Yeah, they're pretty neat. Hashtag skill issue. What's up, Spaded? How you doing tonight, man? Okay, so the task at hand. This is let's open some toys, and like I said in the description, we are opening up the rest of what I picked up from the toy department for Ox Crew 2. We got Thraxian Hunter, Jabari Key, and Achika. That's how I'm gonna pronounce Achika. So it's like a blue worm guy. So I should, you know what? Let's open up the Thraxian because this is probably my favorite body sculpt that Four Horsemen has done. This man, no acts of these are the last of my cosmic legions until Dormu Voss or Vis or however you pronounce it comes in. Just ordered him yesterday, so this is the last. So unless it shows up by next Saturday, next week we will be continuing opening up Chaos's Toho Ultimates. I'm not going to say which ones because we haven't yet decided which ones we are going to start opening up because we started that a couple months or so back. Finally getting into her Super 7 Toho Ultimates. I believe the last ones we opened, I believe was the Mothra and Batra. I could be mistaken. But yeah. But this is going to be currently at the moment the last.
We opened Mothra and Batra, and we also opened Mogira and Space Godzilla.
We did that on the same show.
Whichever one was.
What the last one was it? Mothra and Batra.
No, I think the last one was the
Space Godzilla and Mogira. Okay, so okay, thank you, Chaos.
And we have those written down on a list on the fridge, by the way.
Well, which ones we opened?
No, which
ones we still have left to open?
It's all of them.
Anyway, here we go. We got the Thraxian Hunter. Like I said, this is probably my favorite body sculpt that the Four Horsemen have done because I really like the snake bodies, the snake style kind of body or scale type of body, especially since they added that diaphragm cut there at the top. But here we got his little bio. If I can get it to focus. If the camera will work with me today, it'd be great. There you go. So if you're watching this on the replay and want to pause that, sometimes I want to read it. Other times, this is a very long one, and I'm not going to read it. And of course, on the back, you have a cross sell of every Cosmic Legions that has come out. I do not have all these yet. I don't plan on having all of them, but I mean, I only have a couple from the first Ox Crew, so. But I do currently have everything from this wave. So, anyway, you got the opposite side. You got the story for Ox Crew Book 2, Horror Zone. There we go. So, please focus. That'd be great. You always say you're going to open toes, and then you go to the toy department, and they get bumped like, that's Matt, they're Matt Damon Hook. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Ryan. You're not. I just never thought of it that way. Kind of do. But that's because Trish says we can open them later. She's no hurry. You think she would be? She's had these boxed, for a while. I mean, shoot, if I actually wanted to open up everything I got from Legions Con this past year on live, I'd still be opening them. I couldn't like do that. There was so much. I mean, I would still be opening stuff from Lazy Guy. I picked up way too much stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just get the figure out of here. There's no back tray on this guy. It's just the main tray, and of course a little side tray. We'll have to cut the tape off. He does have an additional head sculpt. He's got the additional little back piece here if you don't want to use. Well, he doesn't have any pauldron, so if you want to take the soft goods off and put that on there, that will cover those holes on the back for the what would normally be for pauldrons on other Four Horsemen type of figures. Go ahead and get him untied. Trying to keep an eye. And again, if you're all new to the channel, please hit that like button and think about subscribing. It help me grow. You know? And let's get this channel. I hope to get this channel to 500 at some point. I mean, we're only at 180 as of last time I had checked. I haven't looked today. At least not since earlier this morning. So I think I finally reached back to 180 subscribers currently. So there we go. All right. So this guy, there we are. Here we go. He's got this nice brown and very shaded body. Like I said, I really enjoy this like reptilian scale type of body. I think it's one of the more intricate sculpts that they've done, you know, for a non-armored type of body. He does have a ball joint here at the waist. He's got a diaphragm. I want to say that's probably also I want to say it's also a ball joint here at the diaphragm. I could be wrong because I've not broken these apart. He does have a soft goods, and it is wired, but only around the neck piece on this part. But this part here on the loin is wired, so you can get it to move and go in places. And yes, he does have a face only a mother can love. At least, this is very angry kind of face. If I can get the camera to focus, there it is. It's better. Yeah, but the Thraxian Hunter. I wish the rest of it was wired, but it is not. But that's okay. I like how it sits on him though. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's got this cool kind of bone kind of waist piece, which I believe has been on some other the original Thraxians or other alien ones, but different colors. Get the little wrist things here. Same kind of bony type of boots with the spikes. I love the wash on the helmet part on this head. This does not come off. This is part of the head sculpt. But you can see, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, he does have sculpted eyes in there. So this has to be like a glued over on piece. It has to be in order to get that kind of detail. But yeah, you get a good light in there. You can see his sculpted eyes, and they're painted kind of a maroon, it looks like. But he does have a ball joint. Of course, this is hiding a lot of that articulation because it's a ball joint with a hinge. If you lift it up, it's got the scale piece here with the pauldron hole showing. If you don't like that part, you can pop this off. If it will want to pop off for me, because it just plugs in this rectangle plug on the back. I'll do that later because it does not want to come off for me. Articulation again. You got the peg in the arm with the hinge, full range, but I need to heat him up because he's been sitting here in AC for a minute. Single jointed elbows with a swivel at the elbow, swivel here at the wrist because the peg with the horizontal hinge. Single jointed knee, swivel at the knee. Got the hinge here at the hip, which pegs in here, so we got a rotation up, which only goes about that far high. Doesn't go that far back at all. Again, single jointed knee. You only got to go about that far back. You got the front-facing rocker, but he also has a hinge here at the ankle as well. But hinge here at the ankle, rotation there, and a front-facing pin. So you get a good amount of articulation on the ankles for these guys. Like I said, this is probably one of my my favorite sculpts. This body sculpt in general that Four Horsemen have done. I just really love it. That's why we picked it to use for a custom when we got an extra Vernon Arden scale to make my Dragonborn, which he's in parts, ready for prime and paint. We are still working on getting the head sculpted, but it eventually will happen. He comes with this cool looking staff. Kind of plain Jane, kind of got a kind of stony piece, and this part does plug out, so you can swap it out with other parts from other kind of spears or staves that they have come out with in other Four Horsemen lines. If I can get the kind of focus on the detail, it'd be nice. And since it's 4th of July, I should warn you, you might start hearing some fireworks. I know a lot of the neighbors are going to be firing them off soon. It's still kind of light out at the moment, so I don't see that happening. He has another weapon here, though, which is a similar weapon that we gotten if you got the Figure Obscura Jersey Devil. And that is kind of like this, looks like a jawbone cleaver. It's the same sculpt. It's the exact same one, except for a different paint wash that we got with the Jersey Devil. So very cool. You know, they do like to do a lot of reuse. But yeah, so that's his second weapon. Okay, now we got to get into the side tray with all of his hands, because he has a lot of hands, like a whole lot. All right, that came out easier than normal. I want to get this head sculpt out of here. So, you know, we said the head that's already on him was a face only a mother could love. This one is a bit sweeter, not as vicious. If I can get it to focus. Focus. There we go. Again, very nicely sculpted and shaded, painted. And look at those lovely eyes. See, this is like a lot more kinder of a face. I don't know. I think this might be the one I end up having on him when I display him, because I like the kinder look. Because I don't want to make the Thraxian necessarily a villain. But like I said, he comes with this replacement back piece if you want to cover up those pauldron holes. If you don't want to add pauldrons or anything from any other the Four Horsemen stuff, it's got that's where how it plugs in, is with that little rectangle. Again, very nicely shaded. Nice little wash on it. If I can get it to focus. Don't focus on me, focus on it. Focus on it. Come on. It doesn't want to. And we got a bunch of hands. We got two different pair of trigger hands. We got a pair of fists. And we got a couple different pair of gripping hands. Because what's on him are some loose kind of clawing type of hands. More kind of a gesturing type of hand. But he has a horizontal and vertical style gripping hands. You got the vertical style hinge trigger hands and horizontal. So you have each one of that as well. So yeah, he has all the hands. So there you go. Which is nice. So you got a lot of options for that, for the Thraxian Hunter. Very cool figure. And my Cosmic starts to grow, even though my Mythics is pretty much taking over that entire section. And as you see behind me, I have that JLA Aquaman. I'm about to film a short for that / reel. And hopefully we'll have that up in the middle of the week. I'm finally getting that shelf done. I've been putting it off for too long. So let's go ahead and pop off and put that other head on there. Oh, that neck covering fell off. There it is. There we go. Yep. Now where's that other head? There we go. There we go. There we are. Yeah. I think I prefer this one better. What do y'all think? You like this head sculpt better? Or do you like the more vicious warrior with the snarling teeth? So you wouldn't like him when he's angry. But yeah, pretty cool. I like this guy a lot. I think he's cool. Again, like I said, my favorite sculpt that they've done. My most favorite body sculpt that they've done. Really nice. The one that mother loves. I mean, how could you not love this one? How could a mother not love this face? Look at him. He's just a sweet boy. You know, he's a sweet boy. Anyhow, so that is the Thraxian Hunter. All right. So I think next we are going to go with a different faction character. And this is Jabra Key. Jabria. Right? Ryan likes the bone face. I mean, you're doing a battle scene. This is definitely what you want. But if you're being more somber and stuff, that's the other one's what I want to do. Of course. And of course, with the box, here we go. You got this again, the story for Ox Crew Book 2 Horror Zone. You know, you got the front of the box. And, you know, I really like a lot of the extra pieces in this one. Pretty cool looking. We got her bio or origin story, however you want to look at it. Cut that off there. There we go. If I can get it to focus. Focus. I need that clip, Brian. You know which clip I'm talking about. From American Wedding. Focus. Anyhow. Of course, the top, you got to like kind of plan it with the 4 horsemen type of deal. Also, I keep forgetting to show the bottom with all the other legalese and stuff. Choking hazard. Got the kind of Cosmic Legion version of the 4 horsemen logo. And there we go. We're going to crack that open and cut the tape. Cut the tape and not my finger. All right. Yeah, I actually need to go back and watch Saturday Morning Toy Collectors double jointed. I guess it was triple jointed today. I only got to watch part of it because we had to walk. We had to go down to Lowe's and pick up a few things today. So I was actually heading out and didn't get to watch the rest of the episode. So I think they were doing a giveaway, and I don't remember what it was. But I popped in to say hi. That was about as far as I got. All right, so we got one little extra tray here with the shield, and this is like this cosmic shield pretty much comes with practically every Tusk figure, I believe. But I love the kind of the paint job with the insignia there for the group that they're a part of, but she's a part of. I love the different kind of colorway on this one. We got a similar one with the figure we opened up last week. I already have it right here in the bag. Right there. So I love we get 2 different types of shield with that same insignia on it. But and of course this part can pop off. So you can switch out this part for when that plugs into the wrist. Which she does have, thankfully. But she also has a baggie with this soft goods. I want to say it's like kind of like a cloak. What did I do with the main box? I just tossed it all the way over there. Yeah, it's kind of like an undercloak thing. It kind of goes underneath some other parts of her armor. But anyway, let's go and get the main figure out so we can put this nice kind of beige soft goods on her. Now this would be the second female I currently have for Cosmics. I will have a whole bunch more coming soon. So, or arriving soon. Well, maybe not soon. I'm not sure when that character pack 1, the second character cosmic pack, the cosmic character pack 2 or whatever it was called. I ordered a lot of figures with that whole character pack. So pretty much I'm gonna get like all the rest of the Tusk. This twist tie does not want to come out of here. There we go. So here we have her out of the packaging. And she's got some cool different things on her that I don't believe are on the other female cosmic that I have. I mean, she has soft goods around the waist here, which is all wired. I love the kind of this belt piece here with all the pouches. Nice pop of orange there on the chest. And this piece should come off somehow because I'm pretty sure that's because you have to take this off in order to get the soft goods underneath it to work out the way it is on the package. But she comes with a whole bunch of cool little accessories. Not as many hands as the Thraxian Hunter. But here we got her head sculpt here with her face paint. She got a couple scars on her. Kind of like a buzz cut. Yellow hair. Focus on her, not the ones behind me. There we go. Do love the color combination with the kind of muted blue and the dark military type of green. But these boots are way different. It's almost like they have like little thrusters, right? Which is cool. I dig the boots. I dig the boots on these. At least on this one. This is the first one I think I have. I'm not sure who else has those boots. Because I only have that one other one over there. And I don't think her feet are anything like this. She could use brighter colors. Maybe in teal and orange. Yeah. I can see that. That would be kind of cool. But I think for this faction, I think the more muted one's the way they go. Because the other guy I got that I opened last week, that has the other shield, he's got kind of more of a muted, like mustard kind of color. So you're more post-apocalyptic. I suppose. I mean, that's what Cosmics is. It kind of seems like it, right? It kind of seems like a post-apocalyptic opposed to pre-apocalyptic. I don't know. I just, for a more realistic standpoint, I think it looks cool. Especially when you're trying not to like show your whereabouts, especially if you're on like a desert planet. You don't want to be all super poppy. I mean, she's going to stick out a lot more than the other guy. But you can barely see him, actually. I'll go grab him real quick. Because this was the other guy, part of the same faction. And he's kind of muted. And he's got kind of a spicy mustard type of, goings on with him, with a little bit of kind of a copper bronze or type of thing going on. More like silver, some bronze, and some kind of mustard, and some grays, a little bit of browns. But works very well when you're in like a desert type of atmosphere. I mean, she pops a lot more than he does, I guess. Especially if you're in a desert, he'll blend in a lot more. But her little cape there, cloak, matches more. I'll put him there. On her, you already get a couple. Got a pair of gripping hands with the horizontal hinges. I don't have the plug-in for that. And I put her tray back over here. This is her base one again. Same articulation as the last one. She does not have a hinge, though. It's just a ball joint here at the neck. And I'm sure you could probably change out the neck piece. That this part's what's going to be a pain. Up there it goes. I can get it off. But yeah, you can take this part off. You slide that off of there. Get the head off. And that's what the base body looks like without the armor piece on it. I have yet to start. I'm about to. The first custom I'm doing is that using that Vernon Arden scale, or Vernarius Arden scale. We call him Vernon. Ryan dubbed him Vernon. Figure from Mythics. We're gonna make him into a silver dragonborn. Got him all pulled apart, all the parts. Got him cleaned up. Just have to get him primed and figure out the best course of attack to get that paint way I want it to look. So I would love to customize at some point and be more comfortable. That's what she looks like without the little chest armor thing here. And it's got a little, kind of sits in where the pauldron holes are on her back. That's why it kind of sits there really nice and neat. Well, obviously, you're not going to get on unless you take the head back off. But again, we're planning on it. Chaos has a history of building like little miniature sets for Warhammer back in when she was in high school or junior high. I don't know. She was young. She made mention of it. She's supposed to be building me a set for one of my displays, but that's been slow moving. Okay, so here's her second head sculpt. We got this cool kind of tusk style helmet, which I believe came with the engineer before. And it does look like this part does pop off because it does have a replacement kind of more translucent piece that will go on there, which is cool. I kind of want to... Yeah, that will pop right off. Yep, that pops right off. It's more of a cybernetic type of head. There you go. You can take that little piece off of here. And it comes with a little semi-translucent one. So, but you can also probably use... I don't know. I might have to test it out with some of the ones that came with my Phantom Troopers. I got a couple of those. See one of those. I think that this might be a smaller helmet. Maybe. But see, now you get that kind of semi-translucent. And I think I like that one better on this helmet. And you can see a little bit of that orange from that eye there, which is really neat. We got this cool kind of electro staff, kind of taser staff with like a little orange effect piece in the center. Which I think I now have like 3 or 4 figures that has a similar style staff. Because I got 2 of the Phantom Troopers, which are the kind of Horde Trooper homages. He also comes with this cool little kind of soft plastic little face mask. So a little oxygen mask. Jersey! What's up, brother? I made it to the show. Lost Live crew, here I go. Oh, man, it's good to see you, brother. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you're enjoying your 4th of July, or have enjoyed your 4th of July so far. Let's go ahead and get this part of her body back. I want to get this armor piece on. Good to see you. Tango is back. What's up, Tango? Max, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? Caught a bit of that interview with Rowdy the other day. Very interesting. I'm sad that she had a bad day that day, though. But yeah, let's get that armor back on her here. Yeah, I dig this face mask. I need to get that soft goods out. I put this thing already on, and I didn't get the soft goods on it. We'll go, man, just hanging out, talking toys, and opening up some more cosmics. You know how it is. Is that all that stuff kind of reminds me of Farscape, the bronze metal type stuff. Yeah. I haven't watched Farscape in forever. I was like really into it like the first couple seasons, and I kind of like fell off it mostly because I didn't have Sci-Fi Channel anymore. So, yep, that's cool. Oh shit, crowds coming in. Jersey's usually the first one in the chat. He's late today, man. But it's 4th of July, so I'll forgive it, man. Jersey's awesome though. Everyone who comes in here and hangs out for the most part, it's awesome. I mean, I'm sure we've had some people we've had to throw out in the past, but you know, everyone's pretty cool here. All right, I put this all back on, and now I got to get that soft goods back out, and I got to take this back off. All right, so let's get that back off. Let's see here. Before I get that soft goods on, we got a standard Mythic Legion, handle for the shield. If you just want her to hold it, that would just plug into the standard one here on this part here, and she can just hold it with her hand, or we have this other part that we can pop off of the shield. Jersey's store is like, I'm tardy. I am tardy as hell. Fireworks be damned. I mean, the only fireworks we got are a few bottle rockets from a few years ago. We don't usually go out and buy. He says, I just want to say I beat Cliff. He did. He was the first one in there. I was like getting things set up, and I already looked at the chat like, holy shit, Tango's already here. But normally Jersey has some kind of really cool like intro for us. All right, so we can pop that part off of there. Here, we're going to pop this part, if it will actually pop out. There we go. And we can replace it with this piece. Get that on there. Plug that back in into that key spot on that port, if it will work with me today. There we go. And then we can plug this into this cool port, because that's one thing about Cosmics. A lot of them have these little ports and stuff. And you just plug that in there. And you know, this is probably I'm about to say, I almost said this has been technically the Thraxine Guard because it's more like native to the planet. It doesn't have the little translucent peg pieces to hold the weapons. So, but yeah, see, just do like that, and she can just hold the shield right on her wrist. No extra pieces required. I did forget to mention there is a wrist swivel at the glove, so, or a gauntlet swivel. She also has a diaphragm cut, and I don't know if hers is a ball joint at the waist or not. I don't think it is. I think hers is just a plug. He's like, yeah, I dropped the ball like a bad receiver. Guys are awful. I love you guys. All right. So I keep talking about this soft goods. She does have one other pair of hands. I'm not going to pop that off because I don't want to drop them. She does have a pair of trigger hands, but yet she does not come with any guns. No weapons. So not a fan of the shield. Too earthy. You know, like I said, there's a lot of different ones. There's some that have like an energy effect piece instead. And I could use those and swap those out. And that's the best thing about this whole line is that you can do stuff like that. You can just pop and swap all types of parts off. And to however you want it to be with other cosmic or mythic legions. Now I'm trying to make sure I'm going to put this part on her right because she has two different pieces of soft goods. She's got this little neck cover piece, and then she's got this fully wired like cloak cape thing. So it's sewn here in the center there, so it's like you just pop that on like so around the neck. But what I don't understand is how this armor piece is going to really sit. So this is going to be a fun little thing. All right, so we're going to take this. We're going to try to get that back into place. Try to maneuver this on here. Because it's not going to be able to plug into the pauldron holes on her back. For the neck part, we'll just set the neck, this little piece here right over top. And then just pop the head on. Which we are going to use the little face mask piece that just kind of goes over. You just put it on over here at the bottom. You just set that on. And then pop that on the neck peg. Like so. Kind of sandwich it all together to keep everything in place. The thing is, this is not wanting to sit as far as I want it to sit. But I think it works. But there we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep the little face mask on. I like being able to see her face a bit. So, because currently every character I have that has like the space dome piece, you know, like the normal astronaut dome, I've kept that on them. So it's like they're actually just hanging out on the actual planet's surface and want to keep their stuff intact. I'm just trying to get this head to pop on here, right? Not wanting to sit. Let's see if I can't get that on here. Where's the chaotic one? She is in the other room watching and monitoring the chat. She's came in here a couple of different times. You missed us talking about the Supergirl movie. We enjoyed it. So you definitely may have to catch the replay. So you can hear all my thoughts on the Supergirl film. I'll just say this again. I think it was a perfectly fine movie. It's not a perfect movie, like everyone's been saying. But I also don't have any frame of reference for the story it is based off of or adapting. So, and I just popped her head back off trying to get this neck. But this is probably the most pain in the butt soft goods I've ever had to deal with. Just trying to get this to work for me. Because it is wired on this little neckerchief piece. Especially with this little face mask. I do like how it just kind of fits right on there. It is molded just for her head sculpt. It does have a little peg part there to keep it in place as well. But yeah. Oh, come on. I think as this soft goods is not leaving a lot of room for it to actually plug in. Just having all kinds of difficulties getting that to sit right. And there I am dropping. On the plus side, at least today I'm not congested. I'm not having any of those kind of issues like I did last weekend. Let's try the other way. Maybe this way will work better for me. There we go. All right. I think that's sitting kind of weird though, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I'll feel about the little cloth neck piece there, but it's kind of, I don't know. I think I just said it wrong. Probably got the head to plug in right, but it's not. That just feels like it's pushing on the face mask in the wrong direction. It's like it feels like it's trying to push it up away from the head. And I don't like that. But yeah. So here we go. There we go. I think that works a little bit better, but it is going to hinder a little bit of the movement. I will have to keep adjusting that. Again, fully wired cape around here. And I love fully wired capes. This is a very similar material to what was on it's kind of, it's not as textured as that one that's on him. You can see what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think. There's a similar, actually I want to say it was for burning, for ardent scale. I think it's the same type of kind of material, but in a beige. But I do dig it. I mean, not a lot of people like the kind of riot shield. I kind of dig it, especially just this part here. It's like, would it be better or just to just use tissue paper, same color? No, I don't think a tissue paper would work all that well. But I mean, for the neck piece, maybe. But then I'd be afraid I'm gonna rip it. This will at least hold its shape, and it is wired. But I have to fiddle with it a bit more. Maybe I need to get over the actual face a bit more. But because it's kind of pinching more on one side than it is the other. Did this piece need to be wired though? Probably not. The rest of the cape, fine. I'm fine with it being wired. I do wish she would have came with some blasters, but she does not. But one other piece I did not mention that she comes with, kind of touched on, but I'm not going to pop those out because these are easy to lose, are these little translucent pegs that are usually used to hold weapons in the little plugs, can't even talk, in the little plug holes here, like on the arm or around on her belt. But she doesn't come with any firearms, so all she has is this. So does she really need to have those? Not really. Because the only thing you get is a shield and this kind of stun baton thing. But she does have trigger hands in the case I have any of those weapon packs that they come out with. I do have the one weapon set for Cosmic. So there we go. We got her kind of kitted out with her kind of stun mace club thing and a big riot shield on her wrist. Yeah, rip capes would be kind of cool. Actually, the only one that has it's like a kind of a damaged cape right now is with the Figure Obscura Mouse King. So that one's really awesome. What's up, Lily? How are you and your father doing tonight? Is he watching too? Because he hasn't popped up in the chat. Careful, watch the elbows. I am. I'm watching. But yeah, this is a pretty cool figure. I love adding more females to the line, to my collection. They don't do enough of these. He is watching. That's cool. He is watching. Yep. And Jersey agrees with you, John, about ripped capes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, some good ideas there, John. But yeah, I dig this. I dig the whole Cosmic line so far that I've gotten. There are a few other ones I want to pick up. I can't wait for Dormo V's or Vez or Vi's or whatever. Be a while before he ships. I'm actually more surprised he hasn't sold out. Still, I'm very surprised he hasn't sold out yet. Especially since he's one of the cheapest figures on their in-stock sale currently. Actually, he pretty much is, at least for Cosmics. At least that I can tell. Well, there's one for $40, so there's a couple for $40, but for this whole new guy, man, I'm still surprised. Go ahead and click that off. But yeah, that's the second figure. So far, if you're just catching up, we have opened up the Thraxian Hunter. Sorry if I hit the mic and made any noise or not. And shoot, what is her name? Dobria Key. Dobria Key. And I think I dig this look for her with the little face mask on. But I like him with these, like the more calmer face. Definitely dig that. So these are what we've opened so far. But we got one more Cosmic Legion figure to open. And this is one that Chaos wants of her own as well. She likes to dub these kind of like the worm guys from Men in Black. We got Ugcha, I believe. He's kind of like a blue, kind of wormy like alien dude. Trish has, or Chaos has the yellow one that we picked up from Legion's Con this past year. And again, I hope to see a lot of you guys at Legion's Con in November. It's coming soon. Been saving. I hope everyone has been saving. I hope everyone's got their tickets. Don't wait too long to get your hotels. Yeah, so here's the yellow one. Same body. But this is like her little worm. She likes to make them. She wants to get a whole bunch of these to make them like the worm guys from Men in Black. You want to see the back of the box. The back of this box. There you go. What's up, Iron Wookie? What's up, Chris? So yeah, like I said before, this is everything that they've done for Cosmic so far. I don't have half of these yet. I got a lot of them, but I don't have nearly half of those yet. I don't have any of the big ones. I don't have the big orange one here or the green kind of dragon guy yet. And the dragon guy I need to get because he's a Whiplash tribute from Masters of the Universe. So I got the Phantom Trooper, which is a Horde Trooper homage from Masters / She-Ra. I need to get the Whiplash guy, and I got the Buzz Off one. I do have the Manny Faces one coming because I got that with the character pack, the Cosmic Character Pack 2. So he's gonna have many, many more faces opposed to the mini faces. Now this box was a little bit damaged. Again, we got the story right here for this wave, the continuation of the Cosmic storyline. I name him Sheep after one of the worm. And of course, we have his bio or little story arc for our one guy here. What he's all about. And he was $55 at the toy department. And so, yeah, you want to read that? There you go. And of course, you got the bottom with the legalese and all that. This box is a little bit damaged, which is fine because I don't keep the boxes. And, you know, cool inserts and all that. And he comes with a good amount of pieces. He does have a baggie here in the back. I'm going to pull that off. Ryan says there's a surprise in his cloak. Well, thanks for telling me that now. I hadn't even opened it yet. You know what? Every time I go to the toy department, I see that Stratos tribute figure in the web store one. And I'm like, you know what? And the Mossman, like, you know what? I'm going to get those because a couple of them are like the cheaper ones. And I actually do dig the colors on the Stratos tribute quite a bit. I know my DD left me. You're finally home. Oh no, your designated driver left you. What? What an a-hole. Oh my god. Well, all right. So Ryan said there is a surprise in his cloak. It's fully wired. It's like a coat more than a cloak. Hey, sorry. Don't be sorry. I don't understand. Is it going to be in the pocket? It's in the pocket. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay. Hopefully the camera will pick this up. Here we go. He goes with a photo of his family. Come on. Focus. There you go. That's hilarious. It's like one of those old Tommy photos we get taken at at Kings Island. That's great. Now, Ryan, maybe you have an inside story. Is it the same picture in every one of these, or is it different? Or is it like with Necronominus is with the head thing? Because that is freaking funny. All right, and that's in the front pocket. Okay, so I'm trying to figure it out because like obviously this is like armholes, right? Because actually just shows his arms kind of just droop down the side on that. This thing is fully wired, by the way. It's got wired all the way up and down here at the back and bottom. Fully wired. Yeah, Stratos is my favorite Motu heroic warrior. I was planning on going to the toy department this weekend, and it hadn't happened yet. I was gonna go. I was thinking about doing it today, but we had other stuff to do, and because it's 4th of July, and I know they were pretty packed yesterday. We went to see Supergirl yesterday, so obviously, and we did some other. Try to get some finishing stuff for, the food for today. So, Chaos is also cute. No variant photos. Oh, that's insane. Everyone else was talking about other stuff. I'm not gonna bring those up on the screen, but dude, it sucked that your DD left you, man. That's not cool on the 4th of July, man. You need to be taking care of your friends. Don't be a DD and be a DD douche. Okay, let's go ahead and get the figure out of here. There's a lot of tape and twist ties on it. And yeah, I mean, I enjoy going to that place. I've also sold a lot of stuff at the toy department, so which is the only real reason why I have any of these things right now. And the main reason why I want to go to the toy department though is because they had posted a couple weeks ago, not a couple weeks ago, earlier in the week, that they had a few of those new Skeletron Assault Trooper figures in stock that was that debuted over at Joe Fest. And you know me and my Skeletron. If you haven't seen, I'm going to turn the camera. There's my Robo Skull, the Hiss Tank, and all my current Skeletron figures. I need to get at least one more Wolf Assault Trooper, or not Assault Trooper, Wolf Trooper. I need at least one more Wolf Trooper so I can make that last figure for the accessory pack that I got. So here we got Ugcha. We'll call him Ugcha. And you can see he's got this kind of really nice blue and shading and white on the body. Get it to focus a little bit better. Be great. Be fantastic. Yeah, really nice shading. He's got a diaphragm cut. He's got an interesting kind of deal going on with the head here because it's really small. It does seem to get a good amount of range, even though you do get that kind of gap. But if he's looking down, you're not having him to where you see that end anyway. I want to say it's a double ball joint, but I can't be for sure until I pop that off, which I will not be doing anytime soon. He does have a waist swivel at least. I don't think that is 8-ball, but you do have the standard hinge peg here at the arm. Single jointed elbows, rotation at the elbow, rotation at the glove as well. Need to heat them up a little bit though. Wrist, because the peg with the vertical hinges. No, wait. Horizontal hinges. Yes. Horizontal hinges. In out hinges. Those are in out hinges. Yes, Tango was first. Even though Leia went in the chat and she said first, but that was after you had already posted about several minutes in the chat. Let me see. Says you got like a Legions team going. They just hanging with their shirts. Legion. Yeah, I got that part. I mean, I got a lot of, my Legions are crazy. I need some flags. Smurgs, what's up, buddy? How you doing, friend? How you holding up today? Yeah, happy 4th, my friend. Hope you and your family are enjoying it. I need to rewatch. I caught a little bit of the opening when it started of Double Jointed. I did, obviously I watched the whole live with you and Omar with your toy therapy. It was you, Omar, and Benny. It was a fun little watch. I was having my coffee. But it's great to see you in the chat, man. Glad you're hanging out. How is you and the sweet lady? She's doing fine. We filled up on burgers and hot dogs and Mets and all kinds of other food today. And we still got more left over to eat. So I definitely have had my fill so far. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll have to be on again. I love getting. The morning ones are hard for me because I on the weekends I like to sleep in, and Saturdays are going to be really hard right now because obviously I'm off this weekend because of the 4th of July. But I've been working practically every Saturday that hasn't been a weekend or like a company function type of deal. So, let's see. That is odd. I have noticed something about that. I've seen on other ones when they bring up some people's chats and I don't see them up. And I'm only streaming on the normal, horizontal stream. So doesn't make sense unless it depends on how long it was. I don't know. That could be it. It says just sitting down and grilling burgers. Everyone had a great night. That's good, man. Neighbors down the street are just starting to shoot off. I can kind of hear them in the background. Yeah, I'll have to have Greg on here. He doesn't have to have anything to open if he doesn't want. I mean, normally he does open up at least a figure, if not on Double Jointed. He's been doing his toy therapy thing in the mornings on some Saturday mornings. So for today, he just started him and Omar, and sometimes somebody else. Like today was Benny. I met Benny before. I bought a couple things from Benny. Benny's awesome. And I have to remind Benny, I don't have a Facebook currently. But I think I do have his number when we're doing the Zelle. I don't know if it's the same number or not, but I definitely will have to get a hold of him when we get down to Jersey in November. So special guest in the live crew chat, ladies and gentlemen, Greg. It's great to see Greg pop in every now and again. It's cool. See. Trish says for me to send her the link. But Trish, you have access to the StreamYard. Why would I need to send you the link? If you need me to send you the link, you're making it difficult for me. Hang on. Let me see. Because now I'm trying to remember how to do things. Here we go. Copy Copied. Okay. Trish wants to show off the fireworks, but I was going to see. Gonna watch Purple Gang Gang. Yeah, they're usually kind of on. Like I think they usually start a little bit after I go. So let me see here. Trish wanted me to send her a link, so I'm going to have to send it to her if it will let me. Why isn't
Send it to my Instagram.
I'm trying. I copied the link, but it's not letting me paste it. There it is. There we go. There we go. Okay, now she's going to try to get on and send me, get linked on here so I can show off fireworks if they don't end before that happens. Yeah, Benny and Omar are great dudes. I can't wait. I didn't meet Omar at Legion's Con, unfortunately, because apparently he was at Legion's Con last year. I didn't even see him. Then again, I didn't know of Omar until you guys started Legion's Kings, so not really, his fault or mine. It's just situation of how it is. Let me see. I'm going to close that back out. Yeah. Okay, back to our little guy here. Because I got distracted by the chat. Tango's asking Chaos how she's doing. I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight, Greg. Really am. But yeah, we talked about it before. We may have to get you on here at some point. Especially if we do Godzilla's. So that'd be next week, unless Dormo Vise gets here before then. I just ordered him, but I'm not expecting him for another couple weeks. So, all right. So here's his cool weapon here. I don't think I have anyone else that has this that I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe one person, I just don't remember. But I do dig the kind of shape of this whole staff here, bladed staff. It's got this cool little container. This doesn't open, does it? Oh, it moves anyway. I want to say it probably opened, but I don't want to. Oh, yep, it opens. Yes, you will be at CarverCon, which we do be kind of close. I don't live super close to that area. I have to look how far it will take me to get there, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go because I have to work this weekend or next weekend. So, unfortunate. I was hoping to get to find some time to actually do it. So, but yeah. He says he does have a Godzilla to open. But Saturday after that, I could swing by. I have Godzilla. Trish has a lot of Godzillas to open. Yeah, there's a interesting looking staff. Yes. Yeah, man, I'll have to send you a link in a couple weeks when we do that. It'd be great to get you to hang out, and we can all me, you, and Chaos can chit chat a bit about Godzilla. And I know you guys are probably bigger fans than I am. I love Godzilla too, but I'm not as much of a Godzilla fan as you guys are, especially Chaos. Chaos is one of the bigger ones. All right, you ready? Chaos has got that up. I see you. Can you hear me? Because I hear you.
No. Can you hear me?
Yes. You
Okay.
should be able to hear me.
I'm trying to get my headphones to work because you're still coming out on my phone.
Okay. That's odd. But here, let's go into this one. Greg says he loves the Ultimate Lie. Yeah, I am like at least 2 waves behind on the Silverhawks Ultimates. I will not be, and I actually mentioned this to Trish as soon as they announced the newest wave of Silverhawks. It's like Curtis had said it. As soon as he probably picks up that Copper Kid, they were going to release a back metal Copper Kid. So, but we can hear the fireworks.
Can you hear the fireworks?
We can hear them, but we can't see you because I'm seeing you
Oh.
instead.
Okay. I'm out here in the dark. I have to like find the right spot because. Also, how do I switch my camera? Like, let me like change.
Yeah, you have to go in.
Found it.
Yeah. We have 4th of July. We got fireworks going off all over the place. I'm trying to open up action figures. There we go.
I mean, they're going off everywhere, but unfortunately, I can't see any of them. Oh, right there, behind the trees. That was behind the house.
Yeah.
Like, you would think this was a war zone out here. Like, I can hear them, but I don't see them.
Yeah, I have all behind me.
Oh. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, there it is. There we go.
Woohoo! Oh. The chaos cam. I like this idea.
So yeah, in a couple weeks, we'll try to get Greg on, and we'll get the Godzilla Ultimates open. I'm not sure which one we're doing next, but we still got quite a few to open up on those. So now we are cutting this tape on this. No Cloverfield shit, please, Zilla.
Oh, but Cloverfield was so much fun. I think I could survive that.
There we go. Let's get some fireworks going on. Are you enjoying? There you go. I see some more going over there. No, we're not in the best viewing area, but
no.
It is what it is. I know we were stopped by one of our neighbors who lives a few houses behind us. Talking about shooting off a whole bunch of fireworks.
Let's see. I saw that flash.
Yeah, it's like right next to the house. I think they said they're gonna do it in the street, on the side street there.
There's some right there.
Yep. Yep. Oh my God! I hope this ain't hurting anybody else's ears.
I am so sorry. I told you it was like a war zone out here.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got them over here behind the big trees and behind the other houses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Chaos. I am going to bring you off of here. I think that's about the fireworks in the war zone for right now.
Okay, have fun.
All right, love you, honey.
Love you too.
All right, I'm gonna move her backstage because I don't know about you all, but that was kind of hurting my ears a little bit. So I do apologize for that. Back to the figure at hand, because this is called Let's Open Some Toys. We got his pauldrons out, which are kind of like a nice kind of stone looking thing going on with them. I want to say they're similar to what came with the yellow one. It's a different color. Again, I'm going to have to heat these up before I plug those onto him. And see this soft goods thing here. Can I get it on without taking his head off? Yeah. So there's this little poncho, little space poncho. I'm gonna call it, with his little family photo in his front pocket. Oh my god, it's so hilarious. But he has little armholes there for that. Not sure if I'm gonna put the pauldrons on anytime soon. He does have this cool little face mask, or not face mask, but it is an additional head. So it's really thin and flat. Plugs right in there. So, I'll probably have him with that on if I'm going to keep him with the soft goods. Yep, just pop that off with the double barbell. Here, there. I'm going to pop that off. So hopefully I didn't run off a bunch of people. It's also I did have 10 views there for a minute, so let's see if I can't get this back on. This neck peg is a bit of a pain. There we go. So we got his little kind of face mask, space mask there going on with him there. So I don't, looks like almost like a parka type of deal going on with this guy. But he does come with a awesome looking sniper rifle, which is pretty cool. Which I dig this. I think this is the first. Can't remember if that weapons pack had a sniper rifle with it or not now. But I do dig the little clasps here that just unsnaps here. Just cool, slightly adjustable little belt straps. Oh, was he? See, I need to rewatch Double Jointed because I caught y'all at the beginning, but like I said, we had to run down to Lowe's. I needed to pick up some weed killer stuff, and so I had to unfortunately leave the show so I could go into the store. Yes, honey.
I only have 10 Godzillas to open.
Yeah, only 10.
Only 10.
Only 10, she says. Is that not enough?
No, but if I would, broke down and bought all those blind bags I've been wanting, that would have
Yeah, this sniper rifle's sick. It's got a nice little wood grain here on the. Oh yeah, that bungee is awesome with that soft goods sleeping bag and all that. Look at the little rivets on this sniper rifle. The gunmetal, the black. Where the clip. I kind of wish this magazine would come out just because I think it would be cool. But yeah, this is really neat. I don't know how I'm going to have him displayed with that, but he does have an extra 3 pairs of hands on him. He has the inside out or the inside hinges for the wrist on those regular gripping hands. He has 1 pair of trigger hands with the vertical hinges, a pair of gripping hands with the vertical hinges, and some kind of more like relaxed hands. So again, I'm not going to take those out of the tray, but he also comes with those translucent pegs. They always seem to come with 4 various lengths, like 2 longer ones, 2 shorter ones, to hold the weapons on those little ports, which on him are only on the wrist. So I don't see much use for those pegs on this character because there's none on his belt, on his very alien style belt, just only on his little gauntlets there. So I will definitely have to mess around with him some more and get him posed up at some point. I'm trying not to mix all my little parts before I get them all bagged up. But yeah, all in all, that is it. So here's a comparison with Agi and the yellow one whose name escapes me, with the goggle head on him out there running around. And I'll grab Bungie because I love Bungie. Yeah, you need to get Bungie. He's cool. Even though I did place his saddle a little bit further up, I think, compared to how everyone else is setting him up. And I opened this guy up a few weeks back probably about a month ago now, to be honest. This is Bungie. And I just felt that his saddle needed to go up a little bit further than where a lot of people else were setting it up at, I think. So I think I set it up further. Maybe I didn't. But yeah, got them all. Got his little reins here. Little kind of leather strap. You got the rope tied up on here as well. You know, he doesn't have the interesting tail like the mountain skate or the lowland skate back, because this is a mountain skate back. And like I said, that Dormo V's has these lower legs on him, so he has this extra low articulation point. I don't think he has this extra spike though. Maybe it's the front one. Don't know. It would have to be this one, right? Maybe they just redone it. They didn't have the spike. I'll get a better look at it later. Yeah, it looks dope. But here's Bungie. I love Bungie. And I believe this is supposed to be his mount. I believe according to the lore. Bungie's really nice though. I love Bungie. That soft goods, full sleeping bag, which actually kind of slightly maybe not that close. This is more of a dark navy blue. This is really gray. But yeah, Bungie's cool. I love Bungie. Our first official mount for Cosmic / vehicle for Cosmic. So eventually they'll be like the horses. We'll have so many. like with Mythics. And I love my horses. There's still a lot of horses I don't have for Mythics. But I love the ones I got currently. So yeah, I think I'm going to display him definitely with this head on him. Though everything else, I don't know. I haven't figured out how I want to display him holding the sniper rifle, or if I'm going to put the pauldrons on him or not. But that it will be seen at a later date. But yeah, we are about an hour, almost hour 48 minutes in. So I think, and we've opened up 3 figures. And in case you also did miss it, some of my hauls from from Five Below, these little teeny tinies, not teeny tinies, but world's smallest Masters of the Universe figures. Was able to get the whole thing, and I picked up a couple new teeny tiny sets as well. And again, to Ryan, I will be shipping you out. Mr. Ryan Clark, I will be shipping these guys out to you. And I plan on hopefully making it to the post office on Monday. It might be a little bit longer, but I already have it getting them all packed up. Just got to make sure I have everything squared away on that. And those will get shipped out to you, my friend. Other than that, I think that's it. I don't really have much else to talk about. Unless anyone else has anything they want me to talk about, you can let me know in the live chat. What was your favorite out of the 3 I've opened up tonight? Out of the Thraxian Hunter, Ukcha, and Jaburaki. Out of these 3 from the Cosmic Ox Crew Book 2 wave, which one of these were your favorites? Again, I love this sculpt on the Thraxian Hunter. I just love that kind of snake body. Freaking awesome. No rush, my friend. I appreciate you looking out for me. Hey, man, whenever I can, man. If it's not a big hassle, really. It's like I said before, it's my pleasure to kind of keep an eye out for things. I just wish you had a Five Below yourself, man. I mean, yeah, it'd be a little bit easier. I wouldn't have to, but I don't mind it, really. I really don't. It just, it's fun. It's fun to get to help out people that I've met and try to, help them find things that they're looking for. But anyway, For those who might be interested, I am looking for an Aether or Aether. Is it Aether? And his horse. And I'm still looking for the horse for Elithia. So those, I'm looking for those three. If I can find the 2-pack with the, I guess I don't know, with Aether. Is it Aether? God damn, I keep saying it wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, because I need to get a hold of him about that. But like I said, I don't have a Facebook yet. And I've been debating it, and when I was watching the toy therapy thing this morning, and he made mention about me, because I mentioned that we were going to be there that Monday in Jersey for Legion's Con. At the beginning of that week before Legion's Con. He told me to contact him on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook right now. I don't have a Facebook, but I may have to start one now. I think I have his number because I did buy something from him using Zelle, and we used his phone number for it. So I don't think I think it's on that. So I may have it. But I am looking for those. If anything, I'll wait until Legion's Con. Hopefully he'll still have them by Legion's Con, and I can buy them off of him from then. I was talking to him about, because he had the horse by itself the last time. He didn't have him, but definitely, because I did buy a couple figures from him for Legion. So KS says we're gonna hunt for the Jersey Devil and look at haunted places. That's something that she wants to do. We're also going to try on the way there to stop to see a friend who lives in Pennsylvania. Other than that, I mean, I'm going to try to do a whole bunch of stuff while we're in Jersey. I don't know. I want to check out some more stuff. We were only there for those, for that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we left Monday morning from Legion's Con the last time. So I plan on actually getting to explore New Jersey a bit more. Well, I want to head to New York, though. Everything I keep saying about the traffic in New York, I can't stand the traffic here. I don't know if I want to try to drive in New York. Yeah, Trish, I have a paranormal show. You should check it out. And I started watching the newest episode I think it was last week or so. And it's very interesting. You know what? Trish would love to be on that. I'm pretty sure, because she loves all paranormal stuff. And so that'd be the thing I think y'all could get into, because she loves all that kind of stuff. I'm not so much into that myself, but she loves the whole paranormal, supernatural type of stuff. Yeah, she thinks she already follows it. Yeah, he said he would love to have you on. Tell the devil I said hello. Like I said, and it was 19 weeks till Legion's Con last Saturday. That means it's 18 weeks till Legion's Con today. Again, I can't wait. In 18 more weeks, I will be heading down there, and we will get to hang out with everybody that's going to be there. Yeah, True Book 2 Cosmic Boogaloo. I love it. I know I saw it and I was like, wait, where'd that I wanted to put that up. That'd be cool. And she says, I will, Tango. Yeah. Have you ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight? I ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it. Anyway. Guys, we are getting close to 2 hours. I typically try to end it around that point if I can. If not, 2 whole hours. Sometimes we'll go later. But it's been a great day. I hope everyone has had a fun time with me tonight. It's just been great getting to hang out with you guys and y'all hanging out with me and chatting and keeping me entertained as well. Again, if you're new here,
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, because this is Larry's Geeky World, and welcome. Other than that, I'm trying to find ways to fit these clips in. I almost always forget I have them. Some of them are a little longer and then others, and I just have to find a time to use them. And some more could be appropriate, and other ones are just funny, like this one.
Lord Helmet, what? You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time. Yes, sir. Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good.
I think I need to start using that one more when Trish Burch is in the room. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, I hope everyone had a good time. Happy 4th of July to everybody. Yeah, you have a good night too, Ryan. Probably will. Yep, thank you, John. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Hope everyone's safe. Don't blow your hands off with the fireworks. Drive safe. Don't drink and drive. Take care of one another. Have fun with your action figures. And until next weekend, peace out. Good night, everybody.